Hola. Greetings, everyone. Mahaba. Mahaba. Kay Fuhalak. I'll be right back. Um, uno momento. Uno momento. Oh my God. How is everyone today? I hope everyone has had a great day, great evening, great morning. I don't know where you're located. If you're across the pond, you're 6 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. Hold one moment. Oh, goodness gracious. Deseándote, Padre mía, buena noche, deseándote. Okay, I'm here. Oh my goodness. I've got to set myself up. I'm uber busy, as always. Oh boy, hold on. How is everyone today? Oh, my eyeball is, well, I have to put my drops in. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hold on one second. Okay, I gotta raise this thing up and I'll put it in the stand. But the other day I spoke about doing something, making a piece of furniture. But now because of everything having gone up so much, I'm not going to spend the money on the foam, and then the shipping has gone up also. All right, shipping has gone up also, but I was going to see these pieces here. This is foam that it was all one piece, and then I cut it, and obviously I didn't do a great job because, well, that's just, I did it with the scissors instead of the knife. But these are old t-shirts that I cut, and you could use these to cord stuff if you want to make bundles, like with material or foam. So these two pieces were going to be for the back, because I have the wood, but I needed to get the hard density foam, and like I said, everything has gone up in price, so the size that I needed has gone up about close to $100, and the shipping has also increased. So it's not in the budget. So I have my other couch. But anyway, this is what you do if you want to make a couch. Okay, if you want to make a couch, you want to make a chair, buy yourself some foam. All right. This is actually mattress topper foam, but there's different densities. So if you get different densities of foam and different size for your projects, you can do anything. Like, the Army, be all you can be, but we're not talking about the military now. Right now, the military, I would go AWOL, but that's another video. Yeah. Say no to war, say no to wars of attrition. But getting back to the foam. So, different density, and then there's foam glue that you can buy, and you would just piece it together. You could mount it to wood, and then add the glue, and then mount the foam, and then you could use jute. You can use old T-shirts to bundle it. So this, like I said, these two pieces were going to be the back. They were going to be the back, right? So hi. I don't know if you're real people or bots. All right, so that was that piece. So now, I have my other couch that, well, I gotta just fix that cover. And that cover is actually, these are 96-inch curtains, denim curtains that were 48 inches. No, they were 60 wide by 96. Perfect length, beautiful length. Yeah, hold on one second. Oh my God. The outfit of the day. Okay, so this is the bed in the box. This is, my dog was sleeping on here. All right. So, but I had it covered. So I was using this because this is the bottom is hard done. Actually, no, it's just like, but anyway, you can use a box spring, and then you can just put foam over it. You can get the hard density foam, because a standard sofa with the foam on top, or the cushions, it's about 16 inches from the floor with the legs on. So you can make it work. And then you would just get some wood, right? And we get wood. See now, I have a door. I was going to use the door. But anyway, you get the wood, you put the wood horizontal, and then you would tack in, um, you would glue the foam, right? Glue the foam. Remember now, this is horizontal. So you'd be gluing the foam, and then you'd get like a 1x2. I would get 2x4 because I'd rather have the thicker. I hate cheap, flimsy stuff. Anything cheap around me, it's a no-go. But you'd get like 2x4s, and then you'd make you'd be making a V, you know, uh, and then you would use that and you would arch it, and then that would be for your back. But that's a little furniture making lesson for me. So, I ran, I ran, I ran so far away. He ran away from the war. That's what he ran away from. Yep. I I didn't think he was going to go through with that. I just didn't think he was going to go through with that. I think it's just a lot of bluster, bluster. And anyway, oh God, I could see far away, but not close up. Oh. Everyone, I just want to show that off. I hope you have a great night, and stay buckled up, people. Stay buckled up. Stack up. Oh boy. This is like pre-pandemic, but now the vector is an unstable president who needs to be impeached. You understand? He needs to be impeached because of all of this and everything else and everything else and everything else. He's unfit. He's not regulated. He has no filter. He doesn't do things the way a leader is supposed to do things. Uh, and the fact that, look, how many people, how many service members, and never mind service members, how about the contractors? You have contractors that are not members of the service, right? I do not believe CENTCOM. I do not believe HEGSEF. I do not believe any reports coming from this administration. This administration has proved repeatedly that they are incapable of honesty. They get up there and they lie. It's disgusting, like Howard Lutnick says. It's gross. I have a Howard Lutnick impersonation. I'm wearing a wig cap. How could you not make fun of these? I mean, there's no humor to this. This is really, oh, this is not good, not good. But anyway, I've been working all day. Everybody, I'll be back. Uh, I'm waiting for my eyes to lighten up, if they ever will. I think the cataract surgery made my eyes even darker. Darker. Like a mortician darker. I'm sorry. I'm not. This is who I am. I'm actually pretty. I can make humor out of stuff because you have to. Because if you don't make humor, well, you're just gonna crumble. Things are gonna come at you, and you're gonna be like, "Oh God, I can't. This life is so dreadful. Oh God, take me, somebody take." I've seen people. I'm sorry. I think honestly that um all right, I'm going to say something. People are going to think that I'm like, they're going to think I'm totally out of my mind. Hold on, let me get into this. Oh God, I really do need to put my eye drops in. But let me get prepared for this philosophical conversation that I'm about to embark upon. Okay, where is this freaking thing? Okay, here's one. Oh, that lampshade is, well, because the floor is still pitched. I'm working on it. Okay, some people have a way to. There we go again with this freaking thing. Oh, God. All right, I gotta put this on the stand the right way without it disconnecting on me. I gotta get the right camera holder. Okay, so Cassetta. Hold on 1 second. Lost in emotion. That always happens too. I don't know where that comes from. I'm telling you, it happens like all the time. My husband always did the same thing. I was like, well, maybe that's why we met. Could it be? Maybe we were two singers in our past life. And we can sing a melody and become musical. Join a family band. Okay. What some people can, and this is a known fact, can go back into their memory as far back as the womb. As soon as the auditory canal was formed, I think that's like when like during gestation, like at the 6th month. I don't know. I'm not a neonatal specialist. I don't know, But any case, I'm a firm believer that everything that our mother experiences during pregnancy, um, it builds our it builds who we are. You understand? It builds our character, and then also to our own characteristics, our own DNA, our own personality. So, with that being said, I can remember a lot of stuff, and I also believe that. Well, we lived in the city in Harlem, and there was always like a lot of cars, a lot of noise. So since I'm little, since I'm a kid, noise, sense it like noise. I can hear music loud, and but if like I walk into a place and I hear something like, it just makes my head like it does that. But so anyway, with that being said, a lot of people can go back. So when you have that innate skill, you tend to be more of a you're more perceptive. You're more perceptive, number one. And you also are, you have the gift of healing. You have the gift of healing. And so now, yes, I talk about stuff about politics, about a lot of stuff. I talk about different stories, this, that, and the other, in reference to politics now with our president. I was, I kept on like giving him suggestions for his office or whoever. Nutrition. Mr. Trump, Donald Trump, you should have this, you should eat this, you should eat that, you should have this, you should have that. Now, with that being said, he's got nothing but buffoons, total buffoons around him. The only one who's solid is Rubio, and not because you're Cuban, only because you're from my homeland. You're part of a genetic connection because of his intellect. He talks a lot of bochinchera. He talks a lot of bochinche. You talk a lot of nonsense because that's part of the assignment, Rubio. Rubio is the sharpest one. Everyone else, they got to go. Everyone else in your administration has got to go. You are going to be impeached. You are going to be impeached. Everyone in your administration is going to be liable for this illegal war. That is exactly what's going to happen. That is exactly what's going to happen. So you're getting back to people who have can remember. Me being a healer, that's that's something that I have within myself, and trying to give this president some good advice, but he doesn't listen to people. And now, um, just for an FYI, whoever's listening, Iran is running the show. There's no longer America being in control of this driver's seat. You don't have, like Carrie, what's her name? That country lady. Jesus take the wheel. Yeah. Well, yeah. Evangelical Jesus took the wheel, and guess what? Iran has the wheel. Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, and then he did something like so ridiculous. He curses on. He's supposed to be so religious, right? I look back at old interviews of Donald Trump, and one reporter or uh, host or whoever it was, someone asked him. They said, "Has anyone ever told you no?" And he's like, "No." That's why. Because this man has had his butt pampered, his ass pampered his entire life. He's around buffoons that are going to lie for him and pop all kinds of nonsense, right? Oh, the best. The best. This was the other day. Who was it? It was someone, one of those Republicans that he emphasized, not the one who has the fake accent, that the Kennedy dude, but some other guy talking about what the heck was it? Oh, it was something. He was talking about something, and he referenced of the attire, saying that, oh, something that they looked like they were working ladies, okay, of the evening, but he was at one of the White House events where the scantily clad women were in champagne glasses, right, wearing dental floss to cover their anatomy, right? So anyway, that's but this is who this guy is. So he has never had anyone tell him no. He has had led a pampered life, and so now, as far as him being pampered, Iran is gonna unpamper the president. That's right. Iran is unpampering. Well, no, is going to de-pamper, de-diaper, de-pamper the Donald. They're saying that they won. They have this ceasefire that's going to be temporary, and Iran is not going to deal with it. They're not. They're not. They're not. So this is where we are. But anyway, just talking about that stuff. Everybody, for those who have the extra, who have the gifts, and who they're people that are more intuitive. Just be careful. Be careful who you're around, and uh watch everything that you're doing. Like now, especially like watch all your money. Oh, everybody, we all know that now. We all know that, right? What a con! What a switch and bait! What a switch and bait! Everybody, until next time. Have a good day. Stay safe. Stay well. Do the right thing, and you know, remember, whatever you do in the dark always comes to light. Yeah. Bye.